Hey, welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to start the Revell monogram F-4J Phantom 2 in 1/48 scale. And this is an older kit. I got this online from, I believe it was shopgoodwill.com. You should check it out sometimes. They have some pretty good deals on there. Sometimes the shipping is a little high, but you can get some older models there for a nice price. And this is one I picked up along with about 4 or 5 others. The Phantom is a jet model that I have built before, but not by Revell in this scale. So let's take a look and see what we get here. Just going to open this up, get all this plastic off. Sorry about the glare. I don't have the best lighting in this room of mine. But here we are. Here is a picture on the side of the box of the finished model. And on the ends, there's a couple other pictures of the finished model showing the ordnance under here. Yeah. So let's see, on this one side here, they're telling you it is a Skill 2. The length of the model is 14 3/8 inches. The wingspan is 9 5/8. There's 96 pieces. It is molded in gray and has water slide decals. Decals with authentic markings for the only U.S. Navy ace of the Vietnam War. Molded in gray and clear. Okay, well, let's open it up. Take the box top off, if I can. Pretty tight. Alright. They aren't going to make this easy, are they? Oh. Okay. That's what was throwing me off. This box is a... What the heck is... Oh, I see how it opens. Okay. This is new. It opens up like clamshell style. Did you see that? And there's the parts inside. Okay, let's get this. Can't say I like this clamshell style box opening. I'm gonna move a few things here so I can bring the top down like that. There we go. Okay, hopefully it's gonna stay. All right, here we go. First thing you notice is there's a big plastic bag on top. And this big plastic bag has 1, 2, 3 sprues in it looks like, with the main body and wings and stuff. I'll put that right there for now. The next big plastic bag has, whoa, okay, laying right on top of it, not in the bag, was the clear parts, canopy and the windscreen. Okay, and the next plastic bag has 1, 2 sprues in it, and this has, looks like some nozzles, engine nozzles. There's some crew figures, landing gear, uh, cockpit tires, a big giant drop tank. I guess that's what that is. Here's the decals down on the bottom. They're pretty yellowed, but they'll probably be okay. They look okay. They look printed really well. Okay. And the instructions is this little fold-out thing. I gotta put that back in there so it weighs the box down. There we go. That'll stay. The instructions are this fold-out thing. Yeah, it's not a book style. It's a big fold-out instruction. Yeah, it's pretty big. Let's see if I can get more of that in the camera. There we go. Step one is building the pilot seat and then the cockpit and all that, and then we move on down to the other side here, and the last step, which is step 37, is just putting some finishing touches on the fuselage. So 37 steps altogether. And then right here on this page we have the decal placement and color callouts. Yeah, so that's the instructions. Typical old style Revell instructions. Alright, now I'm going to pause and I'm going to open these up and we'll look at the parts individually. Okay, now we're looking at the parts. Let's start with this smallest sprue right here. This is the rear stabilizers, the drop tank, the two engine exhausts, and let's see, what are these things? Oh, there's one of the instrument panels. Okay. Next, we'll look at this one. This is the bottom section of the fuselage with partial wings on it. We've got some missiles, and right here, right there is a couple of the seat backs. Here's another instrument panel. Landing gear doors right there. This bigger sprue, let's see, let's turn this over. Okay, here is the cockpit right there. There's the front landing gear. Looks like some bombs. There's some more bombs up here. There's all the tires. There's some more of the landing gear right next to the crew figures. This sprue looks like some more tanks, drop tanks. There's the top portion of the wing right there. And the last two sprues is the fuselage itself with a couple of missiles attached to it. All right. So there's the parts. So I found the pieces for step number 1, and it is pretty simple. We're looking at just building the part of the seats, and I've cut them off the sprues. There's not much to these. They got decent detail on them. You can see the seat belts there, the cushions, and then here are the handles above the seat for the injection part of the seat. I don't know if those are coming out. There, now maybe you can see them. Anyway, so we're going to start putting these 2 seats together, and there is a little bit of cleanup that needs doing, so I'll go ahead and clean these parts up a little bit, and then we'll start excuse me, we'll start gluing them together, and we need to do a little painting on them also. Speaking of painting, let's see, on the very front page of this instruction booklet, they have the color callouts, and they have letters for each of the colors. A is flat black, B is aluminum, C is olive drab, D is white, E is satin black, F is yellow, G is dark gray, H is red, J metallic, and K is gray. So I don't have that good of a memory, so I'm going to write down what colors these things are supposed to be. So F is yellow. So I'll write yellow right here. And then we have G. G is dark gray, so we'll put that right there. And then A, I think is flat black, right? Yeah. Flat black. And then C is olive drab. Okay, those are the 4 colors: yellow, dark gray, olive drab, and flat black that we're going to need for these pieces here. I'm going to put them together first and then paint them. So let's get out the glue, and we'll stick these things together here. Give it a little sand, a little bit of sanding right there, a little bit of sanding right here, I think. Not much, just a little bit. Okay, yeah, a little cleanup on these little guys here. See if I can do this without ruining the piece. That looks good. I'll do a little cleanup on this one. Alright, that looks good. Okay, let's glue this together now. This thing is going to glue on top, like so. So we'll put a little touch of glue right here in the back portion of the seat. And we'll take this top part and stick it in there. Line it up as best we can. I want to make it even. we go. There's one of the seat backs done with the ejection handles on top. And then we got a second one we got to do the same exact way. Okay. And that is step one. 2 seat backs with the injection handles. We'll let those dry really well before I try to paint them the correct colors. And while they're drying, we're going to move on to step 2. And for step 2, we're going to need the cockpit piece, the main cockpit piece. It's right here. Snip it off the sprue. There's that piece. There's a ton of flash on this thing. Wow. I gotta show you this. Look at that. This whole piece right here is flash. It's amazing. That's all flash right there. So we're gonna carefully very carefully cut this off. Probably going to snip some of it off. That's a lot of flash. It's pretty tough flash too. It's amazing. It's amazing how much flash is on this part. Okay, now I'm going to take the knife and try and scrape some of it off, get it finished, get it totally cleaned up. All right. Okay. There's the cockpit tub. Excuse me. And this is part of step 2. Some big chunks of flash that I had to cut off that. It's incredible. Also for step 2, we need to get both of the instrument panels, and then we're going to match the seat backs into the cockpit itself. So I got to find the 2 instrument panels. I think they were on the other sprue. Yep. Okay. Number 41 is one of the instrument panels. Let me get this one off. That's number 41. The other one is 72. Number 72 is the other instrument panel, and it's right here. There it is. Let's check these out and see if they need any cleaning up. Oh, it just needs a tiny bit. Right there, where it attached to the sprue. That looks good. And then this smaller instrument panel needs a little bit of sanding, a little trimming. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just like that. Oh, wait. Some flash on the back here. No, that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay. All right. Let's give you a close-up. Here we are. We have the cockpit tub, the seat backs with the ejection handles, and the two instrument panels. And they are going to get glued into this cockpit tub along with one other piece, and that is the stick or the yoke or whatever you want to call it. And that is part number 39. So we're going to actually find one more thing, part 39. And for part 39, we had to go back to this bigger sprue. And here is part 39, right here. Carefully trimmed off, making sure we don't cut the part itself because it's kind of hard to tell here. Okay. There is the little stick. And that's a little stick right there. It's got some flash on it, unfortunately. Do I try and take some of that off? I think so. I think we'll try a little bit of it. Take some of it off. A little bit of sanding, I think. Should take care of it. And that looks pretty good right there. All right. Get our glue. And, excuse me. We'll glue this stuff together. So, one of the seat backs is going to go right down the back of this part right here. So we'll touch a little bit of glue right there and slide this one on. Just like that. Making sure to push it on all the way, like that. Touch a little glue right there. Wants to move around. Gotta get it lined up just right. So, like that. Okay. Next one. It's gonna go on. Go on like that. I'll glue right there where they meet. Okay. There is the two seat backs. sure what just happened. My camera did a funny thing. I'm not sure what just happened. Seems like it's still going. Yep, still going. I'm into 25 minutes now. I'm going to go to 30 minutes and that'll be the end of part 1. And part 1's probably going to just end with finishing this cockpit. So, let's get the tweezers. I want the tweezers because I want to put this stick up front here. So we'll get a little bit of glue right there, and we will stick it in right there. There it is. It's lined up pretty good. Okay, there's the 2 seats and the stick. We have a couple of instrument panels. The shorter one goes on the front, and it's going to go right in this little slot here. Right there. Yeah, let's use the tweezers. Grab it with the tweezers. Grab it with the tweezers. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Oh, it doesn't. Come on, it's not cooperating with me. Come on. There you go. It's not lining up right. It's being kind of a fiddly little thing. There, come on. Yeah. It's giving me trouble here. Probably should have put that stick in last. Stick's in the way, kind of. Well, it should be back just a little bit more than that. About like that. There we go. I think that's it. Okay, there's the front instrument panel is in. Sorry about that. That was being a real pain in the you-know-what. Now, the back one. We're going to slide this back one in here. So we'll put some glue on this back side here, like that. And then this is going to set right here. Just like that. Right? Right? Did I do it right? Looks like I did. Okay, well there it is, folks. Set it on this little thing, hold it up to the camera. There it is. There is the cockpit so far. Seats are in, instrument panels are in. One of the sticks is in, And that's all they're showing for step 2. So here we are. We're 30 minutes into this part 1, and I'm going to bring it to an end. We've gotten through step 2, and after looking at all the parts and the box opening and all that stuff, so the actual build has gotten to step 2. Okay, so that's it for part 1. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for part 2, where we will continue on this cockpit. And it looks to me that step 3 is attaching this cockpit to the inside of the fuselage. But before we do that, we will start out in step 2 with painting this up. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you next time.